Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we're going to plasma cut some stainless steel and plasma cut some mild steel. What I often tell customers is that if you're going to leave the steel looking like steel, go with stainless steel because it's a lot more corrosive resistant and we can also fiber etch it. Now with mild steel, what you want to do is actually paint it because it likes to rust on you pretty quickly. So here you have a pretty good example of, affordability versus application. Now this is 1/4 inch as well, and this is 1/8, so you also see the difference. But they're equally just pretty much as strong. It's incredibly durable material when you make stuff with steel. Now we use the plasma cutter because all the tolerances here are well within the plasma cutting range. So the first ring we'll plasma cut is the stainless steel one. Something to keep in mind with plasma cutting is it's an incredibly fast and efficient process. And the finish is actually quite nice on the edges. Let's see if we get the focus working. There we go. So it's a very clean edge. Now there's a little bit of a kerf, which is a little bit of an edge to it like this here, but it's incredibly minimal. And of course, the larger the piece you cut with it, the less the kerf seems to be noticeable. Now when it comes to mild steel, again, this is 1/4 inch. It's exactly the same process, it's the same cutting path. The only difference between the 1/4 inch here and the 1/8 here, even if it's mild steel or stainless steel, it doesn't really matter. I just used 80 amps to cut this out versus 65 amps to cut that out. So although this is painted now, let's just compare the edge quality of each one. And you notice it's almost perfectly straight. There's this very slight kerf, but it's almost nothing. So it's something to keep in mind. If you have a design that needs to be cut, it needs to be inlaid into something, you got to account for that kerf just a little bit. So when it comes to fiber etching, we can do it on the stainless steel, we can also do it on the mild steel. It doesn't really matter. The point is there's no reason to do it on the mild steel because it starts to rust and it starts to sort of inhibit what you can actually see with the fiber etching. Regardless, the process is completely permanent, meaning this is not ink, it's nothing glued on, it's just the metal itself getting superheated and tempered, and we're essentially just scratching the surface of it, and that's what creates the contrast. So when it comes to your design options for the etching, they're as infinite as the cutting options. So if you wanted, let's say, your name across here, you want a full bleed, lines going across, whatever, we can do that for you here in the shop. So when it comes to cutting and branding metal, we can do basically anything you want here at the shop. So contact me at CNCKing.com. We'll cut it for you. We'll etch it if that's what you want. We'll also paint it if that's what you want. It could be powder coated to just normal paint. Contact me at CNCKing.com. We'll do it and we'll ship it right to your door.